The 1986 FIFA World Cup was the 13th FIFA World Cup, a quadrennial football tournament for senior men's national teams. It was held in Mexico from May 31 to June 29, 1986. It was the second 24-team tournament. Colombia was originally chosen by FIFA to host the tournament but was unable to do so, largely due to economic reasons, and resigned in November 1982. Mexico was chosen as the new host in May 1983, becoming the first country to host the World Cup more than once, having previously hosted the 1970 edition. Argentina won their second title after winning in 1978. Argentina were captained by 25-year-old Diego Maradona, who played a major role in his team's success by scoring the Hand of God goal, as well as another goal voted the goal of the century in the same quarter-final against England. These were two of the 5 goals Maradona scored during the tournament, and he also created 5 other goals for his teammates. Argentina defeated West Germany 3-2 in the final at Mexico City's Estadio Azteca. The total attendance was 2,394,031, an average of 46,039 per game. Canada, Denmark, and Iraq made their first appearances in the finals. The official mascot of the 1986 World Cup was Pique, a jalapeno pepper, typical of Mexican cuisine, with a mustache, a colamote sombrero, and the colors of the Mexican football team. 119 teams participated in the qualifying round and were divided into 5 continents to select 22 teams to advance to the finals, along with hosts Mexico and reigning world champions Italy. The following 24 teams made it to the finals: Asia, 2 Iraq, Korea Republic, Africa, 2 Algeria, Morocco, Oceania, 0 North, Central America and the Caribbean, 2 Canada, Mexico, South America, 4 Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Europe, 14 Belgium, Bulgaria, Denmark, England, France, Hungary, Italy, Northern Ireland, Poland, Portugal, Scotland, Soviet Union, Spain, West Germany. Venues: 11 host cities hosted the tournament, with a total of 12 stadiums used, 2 of which were in Mexico City. Format: the format of the competition has changed since 1982. The final pair of matches in each group start at the same time, and the second round is played in a knockout format rather than in groups. The 24 qualified teams are divided into 6 groups of 4 teams each, A to F. The top 2 teams and the 4 best third-place teams from the 6 groups advance to the 16-team knockout stage. Group stage: Group A, Argentina, Italy, Bulgaria, South Korea. Result: Italy were held to a 1-1 draw by Bulgaria. Meanwhile, Argentina beat South Korea 3-1, with Diego Maradona playing a starring role. Italy and Argentina drew 1-1, with Maradona and Alessandro Altobelli scoring. South Korea and Bulgaria also drew 1-1 in a downpour. The final group stage saw Argentina beat Bulgaria 2-0, and Italy narrowly beat South Korea 3-2. Argentina, Italy, Bulgaria, the third best team, advanced. Group B, Mexico, Paraguay, Belgium, Iraq. Result: Mexico beat Belgium 2-1, and despite being held to a 1-1 draw by Paraguay, they still won their group stage with a subsequent 1-0 win over Iraq. Paraguay and Belgium also progressed after both beating Iraq and drawing with each other. Mexico, Paraguay, Belgium, the best third-place team, advanced. Group C, Soviet Union, France, Hungary, Canada. Result: Group C saw a strong Soviet Union team dominated by Dynamo Kiev take on reigning European champions France.
The teams drew 1-1, with Vassal Rats scoring. France beat Canada 1-0 and finished second in the group after beating Hungary 3-0. Hungary had earlier lost 6-0 to the Soviet Union, who won the group on goal difference. Soviet Union, France, best third-place team, qualified for the next round. Group D, Brazil, Spain, Northern Ireland, Algeria. Results: Brazil started their match against Spain, winning 1-0 after Michel's goal was disallowed. Northern Ireland started their campaign with a draw with Algeria. Northern Ireland were then narrowly beaten by Spain before losing 3-0 to Brazil in their final match. This match saw Josimar score on his debut and was Pat Jennings' last appearance for Northern Ireland. Spain qualified alongside Brazil after beating Algeria 3-0. Group E, Denmark, West Germany, Uruguay, Scotland. Result: Denmark cruised through Group E, dubbed the Group of Death, with a 100% record. They beat Alex Ferguson's Scotland 1-0 in their first match, then thrashed Uruguay 6-1, with Preben Elkjær scoring a hat-trick. Denmark defeated tournament favorites West Germany 2-0 thanks to a Jesper Olsen penalty and a goal from John Eriksson. After losing to Denmark, Scotland took the lead against West Germany through Gordon Strachan, but West Germany fought back to win 2-1. After a tense 0-0 draw with Uruguay, Scotland were eliminated from the tournament. In that match, Uruguay's José Batista was sent off after less than a minute for a foul on Strachan. A World Cup record that still stands. West Germany progressed to the second round despite losing to Denmark. Group F, Morocco, England, Poland, Portugal. Result: Morocco topped Group F after holding both Poland and England to goalless draws, and beat Portugal 3-1. They became the first African team, and only the second nation outside Europe and the Americas, after North Korea in 1966, to reach the second round. England lost 1-0 to Portugal, followed by a 0-0 draw with Morocco. In their final first-round match, with Peter Shilton taking over in goal, a first-half Gary Lineker hat-trick helped the reshaped team beat Poland 3-0. Poland had previously beaten Portugal, and Portugal were ultimately the only team from Group F to be eliminated in the first round. Knockout stage: Belgium beat the Soviet Union 4-3, despite a hat-trick by Igor Belanov of the Soviet Union. The match was tied 2-2 after 90 minutes, and in extra time, Stefan Demel and Nico Kliessen gave Belgium a 4-2 lead. Belanov scored from the penalty spot with 9 minutes left, but neither he nor his teammates could score a fourth goal for the Soviet Union. At the Olympic University Stadium in Mexico City, European champions France ended Italy's reign as world champions with a 2-0 win thanks to goals from Michel Platini and Yannick Stopera. Argentina overcame South American champions Uruguay in Puebla thanks to a 42nd-minute goal from Pedro Pasculi in Querétaro. Denmark were eliminated after going from 1-0 up to being crushed 5-1 by Spain. At the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City, England comfortably progressed to the quarterfinals as they beat Paraguay 3-0, while Brazil beat Poland 4-0. West Germany had a much tougher time getting past Morocco, with goalkeeper Badou Zaki having a fine game. Morocco held on until the 87th minute, when Lothar Matthäus scored the only goal of the game with a free kick. Mexico won 2-0 against Bulgaria with Manuel Negretti scoring a superb scissor kick. Quarter-finals: France faced three-time world champions Brazil in Guadalajara. Brazil dominated the early stages, and Careca put them 1 point ahead after 18 minutes. 5 minutes before halftime, France equalized when Michel Platini scored his 41st goal after converting a cross from Dominique Rakoto. The teams drew 1-1 after both periods of extra time and went into a hard-fought penalty shootout. France eventually won 4-3 in the shootout. The other two quarterfinals were also decided on penalties. Jan Selmans put Belgium ahead against Spain in the 35th minute, but Spanish substitute Senior equalized with 5 minutes to go. There were no further goals in extra time and Belgium won the shootout 5-4. In the hosts' first match outside the Azteca, Francisco Javier Cruz saw a goal disallowed as West Germany and Mexico drew 0-0 after extra time. West Germany eliminated the hosts 4-1 on penalties. The quarterfinal between Argentina and England at the Azteca featured two very different second-half goals by Diego Maradona. The first was scored illegally, when he punched the ball past England goalkeeper Peter Shilton into the net. The referee did not see a handball and the goal was awarded. After the match, Maradona claimed the goal was scored a little with Maradona's head and a little more with the hand of God. It became known as the Hand of God goal. For his second goal, voted Goal of the Century in 2002 on the FIFA website. Maradona dribbled half the length of the pitch past 5 England players before scoring. The final score was 2-1 in favor of Argentina. Semifinals. In the first semifinal, Andreas Brehme gave West Germany a 1-0 lead over France in the 9th minute in Guadalajara, but the result was still uncertain until 2 minutes before the end when Rudi Völler made it 2-0, and West Germany reached their second successive World Cup final. In the second semifinal, Maradona scored twice in the second half as Argentina beat Belgium 2-0 at the Azteca, third-place match. France went on to beat Belgium in the third-place playoff 4-2. The final between South American Argentina and European West Germany will be played at the Azteca, the second time the Giant Stadium has hosted the World Cup final, the first being in 1970. José Brown gave Argentina the lead midway through the first half of the final, and when Jorge Valdano scored the South American second in the 55th minute, Argentina looked to be on the verge of victory. Then West Germany staged a thrilling comeback. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge equalized in the 74th minute, and 6 minutes later Rudi Völler equalized. With 7 minutes remaining, Maradona's pass set up Jorge Burruchaga to score Argentina's winning goal. 8 years after their home victory, Argentina had regained the World Cup and 30 million Argentines celebrated in the streets after the final. Maradona won the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, while England's Gary Lineker won the Golden Boot as the World Cup's top scorer with 6 goals.